Good morning. I am here to do a very quick, so we'll get right into it quickly, sort of like a hippie mobility flow, just something that you can sort of throw into your day. If you've been sitting a lot or you've been exercising a lot, and you're just feeling super, super tight through your hips. That's me. I've been exercising at the gym, and I haven't been really great about stretching after, which is stupid because I know all the stretches. It's just sometimes I think I don't have time, and then this happens. And by this, I mean it's like my hips are rocks. So we'll get right into it. Take off your glasses if you have them on. Step to the top of your mat. We're going to get right into a little bit of dynamic movement to open through the front body and the hips. So start in a chair pose, hands at your heart. And you're very, very carefully going to lift up your right foot, and then you're going to sort of navigate it to the back of your mat and land in a lunge. And then take an inhale, reach your arms overhead to a crescent lunge. And then very slowly, hands come back to your heart. Step forward into a chair. We'll do the other side. Lift, carefully navigate, step back. When you land, inhale, reach up, and then come back to the top of your mat. We're just going to continue with the breath. So I like an inhale back, arms reach overhead. On the exhale, come forward. Good, keep moving. We'll do this a few times. Already my hips are like, hallelujah, thank you for moving me. Next time you come back through center, just stay. You can keep your hands at heart center. You can lift them if you'd like. I'm going to lift my heels up away from the ground. Just sort of work with balance. See where you are right now. And you can stay where you are in space, or you can start to drop your hips. I'm going to drop my hips pretty low. Ooh, and just stay. Now, if you have dropped as low as I have and you are sort of sitting on your heels, see instead of leaning forward if you can get tall. So engaging through the lower part of your abdominals and lifting up without rounding the shoulders. That's the key. Try to keep a little bit of ease through the collarbones. Take another inhale here. On the exhale, forward fold. And let's turn this into a rag doll. Just not a huge one, but a few moments. So walk your feet a little wider, grab onto opposite elbows with opposite hands, and just sort of sway from side to side. So you're moving the weight of your body sort of over one foot. And then you're going to sway to the other side, and it goes over the other foot. I am so tight. I'm even feeling it here through my hamstrings and a little bit through my glutes. Nod your head, shake your head. Release your fingers down to the earth. Bring your feet in so they are about hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up halfway. On the exhale, send your left foot back, drop the knee down, and then inhale, high crescent lunge. On the exhale, fingertips come down to the earth, work to straighten your front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. And then come forward on the inhale into a runner's lunge. So back knee lifts up away from the earth, and then step forward and fold. We're going to do the other side. So lift up halfway, flat spine. On the exhale, send your right toes back, drop the knee down. Inhale, reach high, low lunge. On the exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, working to straighten the front leg. On the inhale, runner's lunge, back knee lifts. On the exhale, step forward and fold. One more time, both sides. Lift up halfway. Left toes go back. Drop the knee down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, hands come down, work to straighten the front leg. On the inhale, it's a runner's lunge. On the exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Right toes back, drop the knee down. Inhale, reach high, low crescent. Exhale, half Hanuman, fingers down to the earth or blocks as you work to straighten that front leg. Never has to straighten. Runner's lunge. Step to the top of your mat and fold. Now nod your head, shake your head, try to get it loose. Very slowly roll all the way up to standing. Take your time. Roll all the way up until you are eventually tall, and then reach your arms overhead. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your index finger and your thumb. Take an inhale, get tall. On the exhale, lean over to the right side of the room. Whew. Good, come back through center. Stay tall, just switch hands. So now left hand grabs right wrist, lean to the left. We'll do that a few times. Get tall on the inhale, grab and lean on the exhale. Come back through center, switch hands, lean. I like to look down when I lean too, just helps my neck. Come back through center. We'll do it one more time, both sides. On the exhale, there's a lean. Come back through center. Re-grab and lean. And then come back through center. Reach as tall as you can. Get as tall as you can. Forward fold. Lift up halfway. On the exhale, plant your hands. Step back through high plank. Take a pause here. And then lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, take a back bend. And then downward facing dog. This is our first downward facing dog, so let's take some time, pedal it out. Whew. Prioritizing the length through the mid part of your body. When I say mid part of your body, I mean your spine. So, and in order to do that, to prioritize the length through the spine and neutral spine, most likely you're going to have to bring some softness into your legs, and by that I mean a bend through your knees. And maybe through your arms too. So instead of locking out your arms, maybe you have some softness in and around through the elbows as well. Reach your right leg to the sky. Let's open through the hips. Ooh. Hang out here. Roll through the ankle. And then rise high on the ball of the standing foot. Step through to a runner's lunge. Pause. Pause. Regain some lost length through the neck. And then rise all the way up, high crescent. Okay, creating some stability. Bring your hands to heart center. Try to hug everything in as you bring your hands to heart center. And then take a little lean forward. Take some momentum with you. We're going to launch ourselves forward into a modified warrior 3. So practicing a little bit of balance here. We're going to come into some modified Jiva Mukti squats. So what that looks like, you can stop and look at the screen if you want. You're going to take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to bring a slight bend into your standing knee, and you're going to tap the lifted knee somewhere to the back of the standing leg. You're going to inhale, straighten again. Whew. Exhale, a little tap. Again, get long. One more time, tap. Good, get long. Keep your hands at heart center. Sit down in a chair. Whew. Lift your heels. Start to drop your bum if you'd like. If you'd like. Knowing that there's going to be a long held sort of physical release on the other side of this. Take one more breath in. And then forward fold. Now stay in this fold. Take your feet slightly wider. I like to do about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Soft bend through both knees. So your belly is coming closer to your thighs. Interlace your hands at your back body. And you can keep your thumb sort of resting against your back. Or if you want to go for that stretch through the front of the shoulder, you can lift up and work to straighten your arms. Now keep the bend through the left leg. Right leg you're going to straighten. So you're really going to push down. Imagine getting taller through that leg. Now, a lot of sensation can come with this stretch, with this move, this shape in space. So you can stay, or you can just start to lift your right armpit and look toward the right side of the mat. Whatever's on the right side of your room, that's what you're looking at. Stay for one more full breath in and out. And then come back to center. Bend both knees. Release your hands to the earth and heel toe your feet about hip width again. Now lift up halfway. Plant your hands. Step back to high plank. Pause. Get long. Take an inhale. On the exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale. Take a back bend. It's your preferred back bend. And then downward facing dog, which we will move around again. Moving around, moving around. Lift your left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, open through the hips. Second side. Twirl the ankle, adding in any movement your body is craving. And then rise high on the ball of the standing foot. Step the left foot through. Pause in a runner's lunge. Pausing. Regaining lost length. Always, the shoulders will always come up to the ears. Find your neck, girl. Find your neck. And then rise all the way up, high crescent lunge. Whew. Good. Now opening through the front body, and you don't have to be that open. Just sometimes we tend to lean forward because we want to come really deep in this front thigh. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be that deep. You want to get vertical. Pelvis maybe a little bit more neutral. Hang out for one more full breath in and out, and then we're going to switch into that modified airplane, modified warrior 3. So bring your hands to heart center. Little lean forward, take some momentum, launch, lifting your back leg. Now into those squats, and they can be as big or as little as you feel appropriate in your body today. So take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're gonna bend, a little tap. Maybe you don't even tap today. Maybe it's just like an effort to tap. Inhale, length. Exhale, tap. Length. Good tap. I think we did one more on the first side. We're going to do one more on the second. So length, tap, length. Keep your hands at heart center. Sit down in a chair. Ooh, Utkatasana. By ooh, I mean, oh my God, ooh. Okay, lift your heels. Start to drop your bum if you like. Ooh, hanging out. Take one more full breath in. And then forward fold. Take the feet wider. Soften through both knees, bringing your belly closer to your thighs. Head is heavy. Reach back for the bind. So bringing your palms together behind your back body, resting the thumbs against your back body, or lifting up and straightening through the arms. Keep the bend through the right knee. Push the left foot down to the floor. Get taller through the outside of that leg. Sensation dictates where you go from here. So, are you breathing? How's your breath? Do you want a little bit more? Do you want to stay? I mean, there's lots of factors involved. I'm going to start to turn a little bit to the left. So lifting my left armpit, just looking out to the left side of the room. Ooh. Okay, one more full breath in and out. Come back through center, bend your knees, release your fingertips to the earth. This time, malasana squat. So heel toe your feet wide, and then angle your toes out, heels in, drop your bum down. Come into a squat. Pull your hands into heart center just for this variation. There's lots of variations of malasana, but this one we're gonna open the groin a little bit. So we've been working on the hips and mobilizing, engaging, releasing through the hips and the glutes. This time we're going to move into the groin. So on purpose, bringing our hands together and pulling our thumbs in toward our sternum. So when we do that, the arms press the thighs like they're pressing them behind you, and that causes the length and the stretch that's happening through the groin. So work on getting tall, lifting your pelvic floor. You can close your eyes if you want to. We're here for 5 more breaths. Good. One more full breath in and out. And then release, forward, fold. Ooh, one more vinyasa. So inhale, lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Take a flow that works for you. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And then make our way onto our seat. And I'm going to turn and face you. So moving our way onto our seat. You're just going to lean back on your hands, plant your feet out in front of you, knees bent. Just start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Oh, hips. Oh, hips. This is my fault. I know it is. Oh, not enough attention paid to you. And now you're just screaming at me. You're like toddlers. Okay, moving it around. Good. Next time you come back through center, you're just going to adjust. We're going to come into a pigeon from our bum. So cross your right ankle on your left thigh. And then
How close, so you've created this shape in the lower half of your body, how close you bring it to your chest sort of dictates how much sensation you feel. The closer you bring it, the taller you sit, the more you feel. And then what I'm going to do from here is I'm even going to move this a little bit. So I'm just going to rock it side to side. Hee hee hee. Whew. Soften the muscles through your face. We don't need them for this stretch. Okay, one more full breath in and out. And then sit up tall, bring your legs wide, come into a wide-legged forward fold. We're here for a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna flex my feet like I'm standing on something. Stay tall through your spine, and then just start to allow your belly button to sort of fall forward. And you might be here. This might be the stretch for you. That's okay. I just seem to have a lot of room here for some reason, so I'm gonna come a little bit further forward. My chin is tucked. Whew, let's take 3 more breaths. Okay, last one. Start to make your way up to a seat. We gotta get the other side, so we gotta get the other hip. Crossing left ankle, right thigh. Oh, this is the tight spot for me. Creating the stretch that you need, checking in with your breath. If you are holding your breath, it is too much. You've gone past your edge. We need room to breathe. And then just very, very tiny, gentle rocks of this shape, this pigeon shape from side to side. This feels good. And by feel good, I mean like it hurts so good, you know? Like, oh yeah, baby, this feels good, but in a weird way. Okay, one more round of breath in and out. Okay, make yourself long. You're gonna roll all the way back to your mat, and hopefully you have time to give yourself like a minute or 2 of Shavasana, just to sort of let everything land and make room for the rest of the day. Thanks for the flow. I'll see you later.